I should have bought as many of these exceptionals as I could have. I had no idea that they were going away.
Everything that's decent goes away pretty quick in terms of lighting. The best lighting products usually have mercury in them. This one does not have mercury. It is a Utilitech Pro. Is that a Lowe store brand?
Yeah, I believe so.
So I guess we don't really know what the OEM on this thing is. It's a 7.5 watts, 450 lumens, so it's a 40 watts incandescent equivalent, where the heck it is. And this is not very efficient compared to a CFL. It's about the same. Because a 40 watt CFL is usually 9 watts.
Yeah, that's probably very, very old.
So you would have gone through all this trouble to buy this and change it out to save 1.5 watts, which is kind of stupid. Let's see, for dry location use only, not for use in totally enclosed fixtures. That's because it has a gigantic all-metal heatsink that needs to have airflow. And this is just as heavy as it looks. It's very, very heavy.
You want me to take the splitter out of there?
Yeah, we can take the splitter out. Is this connected to the kilowatt meter?
It is, actually.
Okay, good. So we'll check the power information.
Okay. In fact, what I'll do... no, I can't do that because it's a 3-pronged device. All right, well, I'll have to read it to you then. Wow.
How much power is it using?
7.8 the watts.
So it's pretty much about what it's rated for.
What was it rated for? 8?
7.5.
Oh, okay.
What is the power factor? Probably garbage.
0.72.
That's not terrible.
It's respectable.
Yeah.
For something that doesn't have active power factor correction, it's not half bad.
And there is no banding to be seen on the camera.
Interesting. That's a pretty good bulb then. And it is 0.08 the amps at 118.1 the volts.
I'm glad you said dot. I was going to tell you to say dot.
I know H would be giving me all sorts of shade if I didn't.
So looking at this through the camera with the exposure turned all the way down, it looks like it's just a sheet of diodes on the bottom, which results in this horrible kind of directional dispersion of the light. So if you were to put this in a lamp, your ceiling is going to be light, but your table is going to be dark. And despite the camera not having any banding, I can see a little bit of flicker if I move my hand across it, but it's really not noticeable otherwise. I don't see any like this. The color is just a touch off. It's almost got like a kind of a grayish tint to it.
It's a product of its time.
Yeah, this is probably from the 2000s era, I would imagine. This is very old.
Yeah, it's probably like 2009, maybe 2010.
What the funny thing is, I would say this is probably better than a lot of the ones you can buy today, though.
Well, those were also like $20 a piece at the time, too.
Yeah, these are very expensive, but they at least lasted as long as they claim they would if they were used correctly. Well, it's an interesting bulb. I'm not immediately feeling any kind of discomfort or adverse effects from it.
And if anybody would, it would be you.
I have 2 others like this that are from the... Oh, it's already getting a little warm. I have 2 others like this from the probably mid to late 2000s era. I'll have to dig those out and make videos of those as well. I thought of those because it has the same kind of grayish tint to the light. Very, very similar color to the light.